A year ago, Ohio banned texting behind the wheel. It was aimed at preventing future crashes like the one that killed New Middletown businessman Dave Muslovsky almost 4 years ago. But as 27 First News reporter Gerry Ricciutti tells us, one local woman who pushed for that new law still isn't satisfied.
Although Ohio has had a ban in place on texting and driving for a year now, one local advocate thinks a lot more could be done to convince motorists to comply.
You issue the ticket because it's the consequences that are going to change someone's behavior.
Tina Jansen's lost her father to a driver who was texting at the time. After years of campaigning, she was on hand the day Governor Kasich signed a law banning the practice in June of 2012. The measure went into effect a year ago. But in that time, the Ohio Highway Patrol has issued fewer than 300 citations across the state, roughly 60 for all of Northeast Ohio, including Mahoning and Trumbull counties.
So we have the education out there. We have a law, albeit it's not the best in the world, but it is a start. We need to keep working on it. Unfortunately, there's not much in the way of enforcement right now.
Do we see a lot of enforcement? No, very little. It's just one of those things that is that hard to catch.
Local police admit part of the problem lies in the way the law was written.
What people have to understand is that for the majority of the population out there, it's a secondary offense, which means that we have to have another offense with which to stop them, and then we can move forward.
While the law does prohibit those under 18 from using any electronic device while they're driving, Tina thinks that may be sending the wrong message to others.
So many adults that I talk to think that this texting and driving law only pertains to young drivers, and it doesn't pertain to them, and that's not true.
Well, Tina tells me she's not surprised by the results thus far. She says she would like to see the texting laws toughened, thinking stiffer enforcement and penalties might make a bigger difference. Gerry Ricciutti, WKBN 27 First News.